Good morning, everyone. So, we're here for the October 2017 plan with me. Um, Honestly, I've attempted to film this video for like 3 different days now, several times a day, and it's that you might hear stuff in the background. It's been really nice weather. We're having, I guess, I don't know if this counts like Indian summer type weather. So the people in my neighborhood are like loud and chatty outside and playing music loudly. So that's just in case you hear anything, but I don't think it's too impactful for here. Anyway, moving on. I am making big changes for October. Um, well, not that big of a change. I am moving out of my Leuchtturm. Whoops, so sorry. How did I do that? Oh, come on now. I'm moving out of my Leuchtturm. It's almost empty now, and I'll just show you that. I've only got a few pages left, and I had been planning to try to go full insert. So here's the Leuchtturm. I'm literally only a couple of pages left, which will fill up mostly with, see, here's today. We are on page 235. I don't know if you can see that. There's 249 pages. So the rest of this week, then, my monthly review. And, oh, these pages in the back are perforated. So yeah, I'm definitely towards the end of the book if I have perforated pages now. But, yeah, so my monthly review, probably my third quarter review, and then that's it. So what I did here on the last page, if you can see it, is I started making plans earlier this month for how I want to set up my next month. I have been looking into doing all inserts, and honestly, with the ideas that I had for what I wanted to put in the inserts, I would need 3 inserts, which I got, and honestly, with the shipping, 3 inserts basically comes out to the same price as the Leuchtturm minus shipping. So yeah, that's what I did. It's all chunky. I'm like, ooh. I might get another one. We'll see how the inserts go. I like the idea of having everything in one book and then not having this search. But yeah, so in the attempt to film this video, I tried filming my setup in the inserts, but yeah, that definitely did not go well. So I'm just going to show you what I did and compare it to the Leuchtturm. Give me 1 second. Don't you dare. Make some space here. The color scheme, just so you know, this is my October color scheme. I wanted fall colors, but not like Halloween. So, still using Stabilos. This is number 54, number 53, number 50, and number 45. And I like the way this came out. So, 3 inserts. I got 2 from Good Impressions. This cover is the red cover, and this is the curry cover. And they're in Spain? I forget. Nuria is awesome. Actually, why I ordered these 2, they're A5 inserts, but this one has Clairefontaine paper, the same paper I've been using on to practice on with English. I've been using it to practice my script, my handwriting on, and it's a really great paper. I wanted to know if it would hold up to the watercolor, and it's great so far. This one is actually Tomoe River paper, and it's very well known, very thin, but holds up to fountain pen ink very well, as does the Clairefontaine. So that's why I picked these two. I wanted to try them out just for like everyday writing type things and for watercolor. Tomoe River is like really famous Japanese paper, so I'm excited about this one. Both of them. And then this one I got from Boho Berry Papery, Carabens, as you can see there. I got the blank dot grid. All of these are dot grid, by the way. Though, her dot grid it's really cute. I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, but it's like her signature teal color. And yeah, I got the blank one with just the mandala on the cover, which I may or may not color in. So yeah, first thing I did was do pen tests on all of them, and then, like I showed you on the Leuchtturm page, I was doing a little bit of math to see how many pages there were and how much I can fit into what book. And so, let us go through. So, the first one is the Curry insert, Tomoe River paper. I'm going to use it for my monthly pages and monthly trackers. Monthly log and monthly trackers is what I meant. As you know, I already have a collections insert, which is the Moleskine. So I don't really need another one. I'm gonna add to that in a minute. But so yeah, monthly trackers. First things first. Index 2 pages. I used my fountain pen with, and this ink is the Noodler's Luxury Blue. I actually closed it probably too quick and it got a little bit of a stain, but otherwise it's fine. This paper is super thin. I actually wrinkled it, which is not something I'm used to ever having happen to paper I use. So, next page is the pen test, and it is a substantial pen test. Every pen that I've tried, I forget what nib this is, that's why it's blank. It's not actually on the nib itself, so bear with me. Also did the watercolors, Artist Loft, Faber-Castell Gelatos, and like using the Tumble Do brush pens with water, and the Speedball acrylic ink in a water brush, kind of like this. So yeah, and then I have a Sharpie oil paint marker, and I think that is the only, there's no bleed through, but there's a lot of ghosting, so we'll see. But yeah, so I jumped right in with my Stabilos here and started, this is my October monthly page. I think in these, sorry about the bus, I think in these Good Impressions inserts, at first I thought the dot grid was bigger than the Leuchtturm, but I think it might be a little bit smaller. Also, every 5 boxers or so, let me see if I can get that to focus, there are little plus signs. If you can see, instead of the dot, it's a plus sign. It's very faint. I don't notice it too much, but it's really helpful, actually. So, my October projects list page, let me get that to focus again. Why is it so, there we go. So, each month, I'll put these pages in here and then fill them in, which I'll do over the course of the next few days. I'll put my information in. Then the habit tracker. This tracker takes up even less space than the last one. So I really need to like start planning to fill in the space here, because it's starting to feel really, really wasteful to me. Once again, continued. I really felt that this was helpful to me last month to have the numbers of the pens I'm going to be using to fill in the boxes instead of just, you know, a sample of the color to remind me on that day. It really helped last month, so I'm going to continue doing that. And I really like my color scheme. A fitness tracker once again. This is definitely the page that told me I have more space than I did in the Leuchtturm, because I have 4 extra dot spaces. So I added the pounds here instead of squishing them on this side. And my timetable, again, lots more space. And then my goal and reward sheet, which I started last month, and it was definitely helpful, so I want to continue this month. And I actually forgot, I should have done this kind of memories, important moments page in the beginning, but it's okay. That's okay. So that's that for this. I will like next month for November, I'll put all of those trackers in here and in the cover page, and just continue on until this insert is done. So this insert will last me several months. Okay. Next insert, the boho berry insert, I'll be using for my dailies. There's nothing much. I just did the index here. If anyone's curious, this paper is 38 pound, 148 GSM. The inside paper, that is, not the cover. The cover is cardstock. So yeah, index on the first 2 pages. Honestly, I don't even know why I did this. I did it because I didn't know what I was going to put in what insert. I don't really need an index for my dailies, so definitely not 2 pages. I might have something, some notes I want to index so I can go back to them, because I do that, but otherwise I don't really, yeah. So pen test. Honestly, I prefer the cream color of the Tomoe River insert and the Leuchtturm, but this is alright. Yeah, I couldn't fit the, what am I trying to say? The acrylic ink, the Speedball acrylic ink swatch. So, yeah. Alright. But if anyone's curious, the only thing that bled through was the Tombow Do brush pen with water, and the only ghosting is from the Sharpie oil paint marker. I can't see anything else at all. So, and just FYI, none of these inserts come numbered, so I went in and numbered all the pages. So once October starts, I'll just go right ahead and start with my dailies. Now, this insert is curious. I definitely wanted, I had been thinking about it even before I thought about getting inserts, and I don't know, I wanted, I have my content / editorial calendar, which I like watercolor the squares of in my Leuchtturm so far, and that has been fun, but I feel like I need more than just 1 month at a time, and I would like to see each month back to back. The same with my weeklies, or at least the column of my weeklies that is social media. So I decided to put that information in here. So this book will be split in half. This is the Clairefontaine paper. My index, I got this insert a little later than the other one, so the ink that I used is Kong Tichung? I forget. Also Noodlers, though. So anyway, the first couple of pages, the first 13 pages, are monthly pages, spreads for my content, and editorial calendar, like the calendar layout, which I'll show you in a second because I did October. And then after that will be the weeks So I did the math on how many pages I need for what, and I can fit in 6 monthlies, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, up till March 2017, and all of the weeks until the end of that March 2017. So isn't that lovely? So here we go. Pen test. This worked out really great. There was no bleed through, no ghosting. Now, however, here's my October calendar, which I'm really, really proud of. Now you see like some bleed through, some ghosting. This didn't happen until I started loading water and watercolor onto the page. So the water obviously made the paper thinner and bled through, and then some of the ink that is thicker and water activated kind of smudged a little bit, and that's where you get like the ink spreading over here and being able to see through here. So that's just something I'll have to keep in mind for next time. I actually went over this several times with water and watercolor because I wasn't liking the way it was coming out. But yeah, I love it now. The fall color scheme came out wonderfully, so I'm happy. And the pages are all crinkly, which I like. So yeah, what I'll do is November, December, January, February, and March, and then I'm gonna make a little, what is the word I'm looking for? Bookmark, because even before I do that, I will be doing my first weekly. So October 2nd through whatever, the 8th, I guess, will be on these 2 pages, and then like such, and continuing on. So I'll have this, I already know, I will have this for 6 months. This insert will be in my book for 6 months. Isn't that lovely? So that's how everything is set for now. The only other thing I need to do is, and I didn't think about these, I have at the beginning of my Leuchtturm, well, the key, I need to figure out how I'm gonna slip that in so I can use it on whatever insert. But pen test. A yearly calendar I'm going to add to my collections insert here. Just give me 1 second while I pull it out. I'm gonna add these next few pages to my general collections insert. So a yearly calendar, my annual objectives, my annual strategy, and my yearly log. I haven't decided what to do about like the quarterly progress logs that I'll have. We'll see. I might just keep all the reviews, like the quarterly review and progress log and my monthly review in with my dailies. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna move into the collections over the next couple of days. Because I still have a little less than half of this insert. Onto page 48, and there, oh, I don't even know. I have to finish numbering this. But yeah, I still got plenty of pages in this insert to use. And you know, I'm gonna miss working in the Leuchtturm. I think just a quick review of the new inserts I got from Good Impressions and Boho Berry. These are all stapled. And I'm not... One thing I do like about the Moleskines, which is not the paper, because every pen I use is not really good for them, is the fact that they're sewn, not stapled. So I'll see how these work out, and if they don't, staple wise, I'll figure something out. I might sell them myself. If I buy more from these vendors, I will, you know, just take the staples out and sew them myself after practicing on something else first. So yeah, other than that, those three are just gonna slip in here. I have an empty band, and I have an extra band to add in, so they'll fit in nicely. And I still have my readings insert and my spiritual journal insert as well. And that's my plan for October and going forward, unless it turns out to be absolutely horrendous to have inserts. I'm sticking with these. I don't have the money to like switch halfway through or whatever. So yeah, that's my plan with me for October 2017. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next month. Bye.